Welcome everyone to Dynamite After Dark. We are ready to go. Hit that music, baby.
Well, welcome everybody. This is your November 22nd, 2023 edition of Dynamite After Dark. You know who I am. I am not JFB. I am his fill-in for the evening. I am the effing expert, Mr. Isaacs.
And I am, of course, the founder of effing wrestling. I am that patron saint. That gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
And we got a couple of other panelists with us. One of them is our typical trio here, the threesome that we perform here on YouTube every Saturday night. The guy right below me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, fine sir.
I am the effing Golden Grammon. How are we doing tonight, lady and gentlemen? That's right.
Speaking of,
no need to adjust the signal. Your eyes are not deceiving you.
We actually have a live female on the show,
and a second cat.
Yes, and another
cat.
Believe it or not, I'm not a Bond villain. I'm just a normal, everyday AFW member.
Young lady, go ahead and introduce yourself for the audience.
So I'm Dollywood, baby, the manager of Power from AFW. This is my very best sidekick, little baby Cam.
She saw something.
He heard my chair like scoot.
He's got such a nice looking face. I like his face.
He's so handsome with his little bow tie, and he has like a slight underbite.
Does he drool?
Sometimes, like he'll like make biscuits on you, and he'll drool like while he's.
Yeah, I feel like the underbite makes them drool.
I know, but he's so perfect. He's such a sweet little kitty cat.
Look, just throwing this out there. She is the GM of Mayhem or of Power, and I'm the GM. Together, we are the two-man power trip. We are undefeated, unstoppable.
Hell yeah!
Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Yes, but she's putting her hat in the ring for GM of Wreckage.
Yeah, my first incredible video. I don't know for whatever reason.
I'm gonna have to squash that right here.
GM Joe says no.
I don't know, GM Joe. You've got to see my video.
I don't know. Look,
I gotta post it.
Hey, I'll give you more booking power on my show to get you to stay. Okay.
It's not about the booking power. It's about the
money. I'll figure that out for you. I got you.
We've got AFW negotiations going on here as a preamble to Dynamite After Dark.
Look, this is what happens when AEW runs over, okay?
And it did. It kept us waiting here a little bit.
Let's see who we got. We got I got another compliment. What's going on here?
Canada Dry is cute looking.
How much are you paying these girls to say that?
Listen, I don't know. I just got chick magnets in my pocket, and they're just drawing them in.
Hey, just say the truth, Canada Dry. Money well spent, okay?
Whoa. No, I don't know what's going on, lady. Something's in the water. The women are going hard after Canada Dry the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on.
I was going to say something, but I want to keep it to myself.
Incredibly Sally Jesse Raphael already.
All right. Before we start talking about the first match, we have the Continental Classic. And we have a number of people in this thing. So first we're gonna be like, we'll ask y'all. I'm talking like you now all of a sudden. Ask y'all, who do you want to win this tournament? And then second, we're gonna ask you, who do you think will win it? Like, it's not our wants and what actually happens are the same.
Right.
I'll let you
Let's go
direct
over
track.
who all's in it first. We'll go over who all's in it first.
I can give you that information right now. Give me 1 second.
So
I
know
knew
that we
Golden
saw,
Graham would come through with a full list because I don't have it, and I know damn well Aaron doesn't either.
I know we saw gold, everybody in gold league tonight, but the blue league came up so quickly that I was like, wait, who? I was like,
Yeah.
Okay, so where's my post at? Did it? Okay, here we go. So in the gold bracket, which we saw tonight, is Swerve Strickland, Jay Lethal, John Moxley, Mark Briscoe, Roosh, and Jay White. And in the blue bracket is Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, Eddie Kingston, Andrade, Daniel Garcia, and Brody King.
Okay. Well,
Malachi Black isn't in it.
No, Malachi is not in it.
That is interesting that they went with King instead of Black.
It is. Yeah. It's a nice little mixture, though, of like power guys and guys that can do lucha and technical guys. I like it. I feel it. Brawlers, Kingston being
Before we
in there.
make these picks, I feel like the blue division is literally Bryan Danielson going to TK, says, these are the 5 guys I want to wrestle. Put them in
It seems like.
Yeah.
I don't hate it there.
No, not at all.
Okay, I'll let Mr. Isaac direct traffic.
Yeah. So here's my thinking. And
What are you laughing
Wait.
about?
The newest comment we just got. I'm so sorry.
Isaacs is fine looking.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
obviously, every day.
Mhm.
Is that your wife?
No, I
Hey,
have
Alex, make a comment, baby.
Mr. Isaacs is single now. He no longer has a wife. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wah,
I'm
wah, wah.
sorry. Sorry,
wah,
pal.
wah, wah. It's all good.
Yeah, listen. First spouses are like pancakes, and you got to throw the first one out sometimes.
I think that's a
You
good
do.
way of looking at it, Dollywood. I
You
like
do
the way
keep
you think. I like the way you think there.
You're supposed to throw the first pancake?
Most of the time, yeah.
Look, if you're not good at making pancakes, yeah, you throw the first
Well,
one
you know,
out.
because
No,
like
all right, let's see what we do here.
you don't have the skillet properly warmed up yet, so like the first one kind of comes out misshapen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Or
I
it's
get
an
what you're
old-
saying.
Or
I
it's
get
an
your
old
vibe.
and used one, old,
Right.
worn out, used pan. You just got to throw out the
See?
first one.
All right. So my pick, the person I want to win and the person that I think is going to win is the same person. And I think it's going to be Swerve Strickland.
Okay.
And that's who I want to see win. Now, Golden Graham, what do you think?
So the person that I think is going to win, I think it might be Danielson, because this is the perfect way for him to go out on his year-long retirement tour to face all these people in New Japan and ROH. But I think like there's a lot of people I would like to see win, but I think for the sake of diversity, I'm going to go with Jay White.
Okay. Dollywood, what do you think?
The person that I want to win is forever and always going to be Claudio. He is one of the loves of my life. I love that man so much. He's, I know, like me and his mama are the only 2 people on earth that like him.
Whoa. I love Claudio.
So in 0 Hour last week, like I had Noah like, yay, Claudio. And Alex came in and was like, don't teach my son that. But the person that I genuinely think will win.
Wait, your husband doesn't like Claudio either?
No, because I said that Claudio was handsome one time, so now he's like,
Oh, he doesn't even hate him for the right reasons.
right, yeah. No, he just he
Uh,
hates him because it's his competition, but it's not at all. But anyway, that he has hated him since that day, and I think that Jay White will win everything because he doesn't. Because, obviously, like he and MJF have this big feud going on. MJF only has 2 belts, and he's going to get 3 belts, and then it'll be so. I think it'll be Jay White.
all
So
right.
someone wants to know if you're married.
Yeah. I'm married to the sweetest man God ever made. Oh, shoot. Oh, yep. You're a sweet man.
Yeah.
There we go.
Honey photo booth. That's adorable. Canada Dry, what say you, pal?
I don't know where we're like just in sync all the time lately. Like, I feel like if something's going wrong, I can just turn to you and we'll agree on stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, like, I totally think Swerve should win this thing. I feel like it's his time to be the star of AEW. And I just think that, and also having a black champion is very important.
Yeah.
Because it gives African Americans and like other black people all over the world someone to aspire to. And just having them so great like Swerve, it's an inspiration. So
yeah, the guy who breaks in and threatens kids. No, just kidding. I love Swerve.
Do you like Swerve, kids?
Do you like Swerve? That's how you get one over on them. Break into their house.
But before going, can I just say, like, I love round robin tournaments so much better than just one and done tournaments because it allows for so much more creativity and work.
Mhm.
So
I gotcha. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to match number 1, everybody. And we have the aforementioned Swerve.
Whose house?
Swerve's
house. I absolutely loved this match. Like, I loved it. It was a great back and forth, told a good story. I like the way Jay Lethal was working the shoulder and the arm of Swerve that was obviously taped up from the match the other night. This was just a fantastic match with two really talented wrestlers that are great at psychology and know what they're doing. And of course, Swerve ended up getting the win. And I absolutely loved it. I really didn't have any complaints about this match at all. Golden Graham, what did you think of the opening match?
Oh, of course, I love this match. Like, it's two phenomenal talents going out there just doing their thing for almost 20 minutes and just making each other look amazing. You can't ask for anything more than that. And for Swerve to just continue going on this hot streak after coming out of that Texas Death Match, I mean, the sky is the limit for this man, and I'm here for the ride.
All right. Can't F and dry. What do you think?
Oh, I love this match because Swerve, it's Swerve. How can you not love Swerve? And also Jay Lethal. How good was Jay Lethal in this thing, too?
Yeah.
Like, his selling for Swerve was outstanding. One of the things I liked was he was going to go with the lethal injection, and Swerve came back with the drop kick.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I love their innovation, and I love how safe they're doing it as well.
And I'm pretty sure I heard Lethal calling the spots too. So he was directing this match. So, which, you know, is a testament to him. I know he's a trainer. He's a veteran. So, awesome.
Should we bring Caleb back in to see what he thinks of this match?
Well, let's get Dollywood in first, and then we'll squeeze in.
Sorry, Dollywood.
Dollywood, what'd you think of the opening match?
This was a fantastic opening match. This was just like typical AEW, just showing us amazing matches for the very first match. I think that Jay Lethal could make anybody look good in a match, but going against somebody as talented as Swerve Strickland just really showcased everything. And one of the things that I mentioned while we were watching the show was I really want to see like Jay Lethal versus Jake Hager in like an MMA almost type match, because I think he would truly shine in something like that. He's wonderful. Now, should he be associated with the people that he's associated with right now? No. He's way too good for the goons that he's around. But
Jake Hager?
No, Jay Lethal.
Lethal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those idiots that he's around right now. He's too good for them. Like, he's everything. He's wonderful. And Swerve Strickland is quickly becoming one of my favorite wrestlers. He's awesome. This was a fantastic match. Like, 8 out of 10, wonderful match.
Yeah, and I think that Swerve has a legit. I mean, I'll just say it flat out. I think Swerve will be the first Black AEW champion. I think he will be. I think he's good enough to be a world champion, and I think he eventually will be.
Like, the first champion period, he wouldn't technically be, but
No, Black World Champion. Yeah,
Black
the
World
AEW
Champion,
World Champion.
yes, here for that, absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
Real quick before you bring in Caleb, I just want to say the only sad thing about this is that we don't get to see Prince Nana dancing for like 5 weeks.
Okay,
Nana was banned. Like, he should be allowed. He's the manager.
No, I
that was
like
my
it.
first note. Was I miss King Nana already?
Oh, Prince Nana. Like, no, they should have done. They should have brought him out to dance and then just leave.
Sort of what they did with the guns.
Yeah.
Yes, no spoilers, but exactly what they did with the guns. Yeah, 'cause we were doing it in the living room. We were.
Yes. All right, let's bring in Caleb, see what he thought.
Yes.
Hey, Caleb!
Caleb,
Hey,
Caleb, what are your thoughts on the opening match, my man?
what I saw kicked off Thanksgiving Eve with the best tournament in AEW, hands down.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? Nothing
Short,
else?
sweet, to the point. Gotta love it.
Who do you think's gonna win the whole thing, Caleb?
That's a good question, Darwood. I got a lot of superstars in my head. Barry Danielson will win for sure because he's former WWE superstar. He fight in New Japan wrestling in AEW. Barry Danielson will win.
I love it. I like the reasoning.
Can't
Thank
argue
you.
against that.
Now I have to know something, PCB underdog.
Yeah.
When you get chicken nuggies at McDonald's, what kind of dip are you using?
Oh, that's a special. Let's see. So it's a hard question. Gonna drive on. I think honey sauce.
Oh,
Yes.
the honey sauce. Oh,
It's
yeah.
sweet and sour or nothing. No.
Yes, sweet and
I'm a
sour.
barbecue guy.
Honey sauce, the best.
I love the sweet and sour.
Oh, same with me too.
I usually do the honey mustard or the hot mustard.
Should we
Okay.
keep
From
Caleb
that,
around for
from
one
that
more
area
question?
of the country, they like their hot sauce.
Let's keep Caleb around
Oh.
for the next match. How about that?
Perfect. That's
Caleb,
awesome.
we'll keep you around through match number 2, but we do have a couple segments to go through first here too.
Sure.
Go ahead.
We got Renee backstage with Orange Cassidy, Hook, and Shibata. Wheeler Yuta comes in, cuts an absolutely terrible promo because he cannot talk at all.
This was his best promo day, and that's really saying something.
Oh my
But this was
god!
the best one. This was
Look,
the
Yeah.
best
The only
one.
look, the only way you're going to get better is by actually doing it.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
Well, yeah. So we did that. Does anybody want to comment on that further before we jump ahead?
Thank you.
All right, we'll skip on. We've got Better Than You, Baby comes out at this point. MJF and
Not better
Adam
than your
Cole.
boyfriend.
Not better than your boyfriend. No, Better Than You,
Where's
Baby.
he? Because I'm
Okay.
like, I'm repping Purdue. Where is he?
He is doing Thanksgiving dinner with his family. So
After a big Purdue win, baby. Anyway, let's
Yeah,
finish,
well.
Isaac.
Yeah, my a friend of mine that I went to undergrad with actually did his doctoral at Purdue, and he was there tonight at the game and got a picture with Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
I
I saw
definitely
him-
expected you to say Zach Eady. That is insane that you said Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I saw him post that on Facebook. I was like, why the hell is Vince Vaughn there? But okay,
All right. I have to address something really quickly.
go ahead.
Wikipedia is a thing, or Google's a thing. To answer these questions, it's not the time or the place. So go to Google, go to Wikipedia, and you'll find out all about Thanksgiving.
Okay, he's bitter because he's Canadian.
his was a month ago.
We have Thanksgiving in Canada.
You know, I
not
actually
the same.
answered that question too. This past Saturday on Magic, I'm pretty sure she asked.
Oh,
that
did they
question.
double ask the question?
Okay. Thanksgiving is the greatest holiday. It is just when you and your family get together and eat a lot of really delicious food. There's typically turkey, there's typically mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, deviled eggs if you live in the South.
Yeah.
And look up deviled eggs.
And they have a new horror movie dedicated to Thanksgiving.
Yes. Eli Roth
Yeah.
made
Look,
Thanksgiving.
Hollywood, you forgot the most important F though. Football.
Oh, yeah.
What are you
Yes.
doing, Caleb? Are you trying to beat people up over here?
No. Just
He's
Give me
getting
Carlos
excited,
Santana.
man. He-
Caleb forgot he was on live YouTube.
Yeah.
no,
He's-
he's getting really excited. So he's visualizing the pumpkin pie in his head right now, and he's just like, I mean, look at him, the tongue and everything. He's ready to go.
No.
apple pie.
Which pie's your favorite? Obviously not pumpkin.
Apple pie and blueberry pie.
Apple pie and blueberry pie.
You don't like pumpkin pie, Caleb?
No, it makes me sick.
Oh,
Because you eat so much of it. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
eat-
supposed
I
to
eat
kick
too
you off
much
the show,
pie.
Caleb. That's
know-
close.
Pumpkin pie used to be my favorite until I deployed to Iraq. And I
Mm.
grabbed
Makes
what I thought was pumpkin pie, but it turned out to be sweet potato pie.
Oh,
And I love it. Is absolutely delicious.
oh, okay.
Do you know what pie I love?
I can see the mistake.
do you
Do you
want
know what
me?
pie I love?
Which one?
Elvis's favorite pie. Pecan
Yeah.
pie, baby. Pecan pie.
Vegan Isaac. I've got to make a pumpkin pie in the morning. I made bourbon balls tonight. Hey, what's up,
Ooh,
Mr. Isaac? Yeah.
hell yeah, bourbon balls. That's
Mm.
amazing. I live in the capital of bourbon,
Yes.
Frankfort, Kentucky. So I mean, it's all bottled right here.
All right, so we got Better Than You, Baby.
Better
Yeah.
Than You, Baby comes out. You know, they talk about how Adam Cole's hurt and MJF is the best and blah blah blah. The devil appears on the screen for literally like 2 seconds and laughs. And Samoa
This is
Joe
the first
comes
time
out.
the Devils made any sort of voice movement, though. So
Yeah,
it's monumental.
he's on the screen, literally goes, and then that's it. He's off the screen. Samoa Joe comes out immediately, which, you know, you would think that when he comes out, they would say, well, the devil was just on the screen. Are you the devil? No mention at all.
Yes, I think that they should have said something.
Yeah, I agree. So Samoa Joe gets in the ring. You owe me a match. Yada yada yada. That's how this ends. Canada Dry, what did you think of this segment?
I love this segment. I loved them and their back and forth. I loved Samoa Joe. It was really good. I enjoyed it. What else can you say?
PCB, what did you think of the Better Than You Baby promo?
That's a good question, Mr. Isaacs. So I see that segment on my TV. The behind the mask is Aaron Cole, because I know he wants India's belt. Samoa Joe come out, say you want me against you, the same belt. Say, oh, okay, what are we doing for here? The Ring of Honor or the AEW World Championship? What are we doing for? The AEW or Ring of Honor? Choose one belt.
That's a good point.
Uh-huh.
Dollywood, what'd you think?
This was an amazing segment. MJF is growing on me, and I'm really embarrassed to say that on the
Stop
internet.
the presses.
For everybody to hear, I'm really embarrassed. Like,
Is he your scumbag?
It's my baby scumbag. Yeah. He's better than me, and I know it. And he's my everything right now. But the biggest note that I have is, can somebody please get a spray tan on Adam Cole, because he looks like a hobo outside of the 7-Eleven right now.
He also
What
needs to
is-
dye his beard.
Dude, him in that wheelchair, he's starting to
Go
look
on.
like Lieutenant Dan.
The
He's
hair
like
I love
does-
hearing you
emaciated,
say the
he's got
word
gray
hobo.
beard.
Oh, I don't think he's been outside since he had surgery. What is he doing?
Dollywood, I just love hearing you say the word hobo.
You act like I have some kind of accent. I'm not.
I'm enthralled with your accent. I love it so much.
I love how this man pretends like he hasn't had a Southern co-host every week virtually. For
Your
like
accent
3
is so much different than hers.
It's not.
It
You don't
is,
have
Mr.
ovaries.
Isaac.
Yours is not as charming.
It's because I'm not a woman. If I was a
Yeah.
woman and talked the exact same way, it would.
Use some
I don't know.
ovaries.
Maybe it's. I don't think you have that twang to your voice like she does.
I might not. I don't know. Golden Graham, what did you think of this segment?
First off, I have missed the mashup of Adam Cole and MJF's theme song. When
Yes.
that happened, I just popped because I love their two mashup, their two entrance is mashed up. But as usual, MJF out there killing it on the mic, sitting there. He has people eating out of the palm of his hands. Like it's like this literally just comes second nature to him, and it's just so fun to be along on this ride. It's going to make me sad when he turns full heel again. But
yeah,
Dollywood, I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Okay.
Are you available on Saturday? Because we want you a part of our threesome.
Oh, so I don't know because we're supposed to go to WrestleCade, but Brian.
Okay, if you're not if you don't go to WrestleCade, you got to be part of Collision After Dark.
If we don't go to WrestleCade, then absolutely. Because Brian Danielson was supposed to be there, then he canceled, and that was like the main reason I wanted to go. But
I miss you so much on this show, Dollywood. You add so much to it.
you should remember who your friends are. Anyway,
I wasn't sure you wanted to be on the show.
Hold on.
Part of it too.
To defend Canada Dry, someone didn't spend the better part of a year planning a wedding. Just saying.
Hey, it was beautiful and it was wonderful, and I'm really fucking happy. So,
What are we talking about
Dollywood,
here?
Dollywood, we all love you. I'm just
I
giving you a
know, I
hard
love
time.
y'all. I know. I love y'all. Oh,
PCB,
my
you got
baby.
anything else for us, or is he wanting to stick around for match number 2?
Let's let him stick around for match number 2. Then,
All right.
Then he can head off to the sun.
Let's go ahead and move on to match number 2 here. We got the JAS remaining members versus Hook, Shibata, and Orange Cassidy. Danhausen came back as Orange Cassidy's surprise.
It's a surprise announcement.
A surprise announcement. Danhausen comes out. This was a okay-ish, fun little match. Danhausen ends up distracting Hager with the purple bucket hat. that was kind of funny. Hook and Shibata end up getting the win. They both have rear naked chokes on the other 2 members of JAS, not Hager. So this match was all right. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was good to see Danhausen back. Hollywood, what'd you think of this match?
I mean, this match was fine. You covered all the main points. Danhausen came back. The hat came back. That's awesome. Most importantly, Orange Cassidy won. That's all I ever care about in anything I see. So,
Caleb Bain, PCB, my man. What did you think of this match?
This is a good question, Massage. You guys make my night. We be special for the holiday weekend. So the second match was great. Sia, what a die. He's just started to be in the tournament for sure next year. Hook is not ready for this tag team match, but he needs to improve more in the lane. Hook needs a time off. Wait, I don't know if he's too soon with his family. Wait, only Saturday he needs to drop that belt now to Will Ospreay or Cena to see what's going to happen next week on Dynamite.
Now, before I see you off into the sunset, I have a question for you, Caleb, PCB underdog.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, when you have mac and cheese, do you use ketchup? Do you have ketchup on it?
Who the hell does that?
oh, he's on a sociopath.
This is a
My son
real
does.
question.
Do you have ketchup on your mac and cheese? That's what I want to know.
I didn't eat mac and cheese. I'll be in the bathroom for 48 hours.
What did he say?
So he'd be in the bathroom for 48 hours if he ate mac and cheese.
He's a dear, though.
All right, PCB, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming on.
Night, PCB.
Bye.
See you, buddy. One little observation about Hook. It dawned on me tonight by watching Hook wrestle. He wrestles just like Ronda Rousey. He throws the same punches as her. He does the judo throws just like her.
That's not a
And he
compliment.
does
either.
suplexes. I didn't mean it as a compliment. I'm just saying he literally looks like Ronda Rousey when he wrestles.
Maybe he's a Ronda Rousey fan.
Well, I mean, he's a judoka. Like he's a judo practitioner because Taz is. So, Taz, he grew up with his father being a judo black belt, he trained judo along with him. That's why he does the irami nagi and all these, all
shoulder
these,
throws and all that.
these shoulder throws and hip throws. But he looks like Ronda Rousey when he wrestles. He's got the same style as her,
but not as pretty.
not as pretty.
Dude, this match reeked of, oh no, I just did a pay-per-view 3 days ago. Let me throw a match together on Dynamite.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
I feel so bad for Jake Hager. Like, I feel like he's kind of just being shoved down the card further and further and further.
Yeah, when he first came in, he was like a big deal. Like he was a former WWE champion. Came in, he was an MMA guy, and like it just went downhill from there.
Now, is he not doing the MMA anymore?
No, he retired.
So, like, that's what I was saying. If he's still going to do MMA, I'd be like, this place on the card is hurting my career.
Do you remember what his quote was when he left Bellator?
I don't remember what it was. It was hilarious, though.
He said he was trying to get around to Bellator was, like kind of jerking him around. And he said Bellator was jerking him off.
Yeah.
That is funny.
So yeah,
Charlie was trying to defend it and she can't.
He retired from MMA. Yeah. So
I wish that like his wife was so good. The 1 week that they had her, she was wonderful, and I wish that they would do that more or again or something because he has lost his spark.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't really given him anything either. So
no, they haven't. But I mean,
they
why
settled
would
him they settled him with a bucket hat gimmick.
Hey, he liked
that
that.
he got over.
Now he hates it.
Golden Graham, I think we got your thoughts on it. Canada Dry, do you have anything you want to add on this before we move forward?
Danhausen needs some wins.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to get him over with some wins because he's so popular with the fans that I think
that would require Danhausen to wrestle. That would require Danhausen to actually wrestle.
Yes, he needs to wrestle. I'm sure he's better than Hook.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he used to wrestle quite a bit in Ring of Honor, like the old Ring of Honor pre-Tony Khan. That was the first time I saw Danhausen was in the old Ring of Honor, and I mean he's pretty good. He can go.
Yeah.
They treated him like a sideshow gimmick, like since he came to AEW.
Well, to be fair, when he first came in, he was injured. Like he was dealing with an injury, and then he's just now coming back from another foot injury. So
yeah, give it some time. He's still like the number 2 best seller in merchandise.
Yeah, I think it's because his gimmick is like so like aesthetically pleasing with the makeup and the gothic paint and everything. I think his shirts look cool. Like his merchandise looks cool.
I took my son to his first AEW show last year, and of all the shirts, he's like, "Oh, I want Danhausen." He has no clue who Danhausen was. He's like, "I want that shirt."
It just looks cool. Yeah.
They keep sending Danhausen shirts, and like if I buy something on like Shop AEW or whatever, like they have like the blemish shirts and stuff, and I'm such a sucker, and I always get them, and they always send a Danhausen shirt and a CM Punk shirt that immediately goes to the Goodwill. But so now I have all of these like Danhausen shirts, but I'm like embarrassed to wear them because people are going to be like, "What is wrong with this devil worshiper? What is this?"
You can be like, he's very evil, but he's very nice.
That's what they all say.
So moving on, we've got Renee backstage with Adam Cole.
You're remarkable, Renee. I don't know where they came this remarkable part from.
Well,
she
must have been pretty damn remarkable. She was on TV like 10 times tonight.
She's better than Marvez.
Absolutely. Please no Marvez. Please no Marvez. But she's backstage with Adam Cole. The Kingdom interrupt. Adam, why weren't you there Friday? And then Cole screams at Roddy that they aren't best friends and to leave him alone. Now, guys, I'm getting a little tired of I thought you were my friend. Are we going to be friends? It's like half the storylines. Like the Bucks are always in these stories. These guys are in. I mean, for God's sakes, is this Sesame Street or is this supposed to be like fighters? Like,
The friends stuff needs to kind of.
It's just so.
I know it's required for this. it's required for the MJF and Adam Cole part, but everywhere else on the show, it needs to kind of die.
Ugh. I'm sorry, like old man yell at cloud, old school fan here. I'm kind of sick of it. Golden Graham, what did you think of this?
I mean, it is what it is. I can't help but to think like Adam Cole breaking it and shattering his ankle probably put this into like a screeching like first gear. Let's crawl through this story, because I can't imagine this wouldn't already be over, almost done, if that was the case.
Probably.
So.
Dollywood, what'd you think?
Okay, like he gets on my nerves too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a Roderick Strong fan, but it like hurt my heart to hear Adam Cole be like, "I'm not your friend anymore." Like, it hurt my heart. Like, they were friends for so long, and then I had to like tell myself, Rebecca, it's kayfabe. Rebecca, it's kayfabe. Like,
look, my problem is that Roderick Strong is so much better than him just doing. He's such a great wrestler,
right? And maybe that's my biggest thing is that, I mean, he's been in one match, like literally one match in recent weeks.
Yeah.
And he killed it. Like, he was everything. Like, he did so good. He jerked his neck brace off. He didn't need those goons behind him. Like, he didn't need any of that. So maybe
and he had to be neck strong because Action Andretti almost killed him Friday night.
I was like, I do find it funny that his first match in forever, he lands on his neck.
Yeah.
So how many, the devil and the demons, how many are there? Are there 3 demons with the devil?
Yeah. There were 4 of them total. Yeah.
Okay, so Adam Cole, Roddy Strong, and the rest of the kingdom.
Possibly.
That could be why it's stretching out so long, because they need Adam Cole to be healthy.
I still think Adam Cole's the devil. Yeah.
It seems like, especially the way he was leading with Full Gear and him almost costing MJF the title.
Yeah. They were kind of teasing it. They were teasing him throwing in the towel. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're handing him the ring and it going to Jay White instead.
Yeah, handing the belt to Jay White by accident. Yeah.
Adding the ring to Jay White by mistake.
I really like this logic.
Well, Dollywood, who do you think is the devil?
I still want it to be Jungle Boy.
Well, I mean,
I know, like, I can't even
say
say with a straight face anymore. Like,
I think we're on a collision for a Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus reunion.
I hope so. Oh my god, that's what all of my dreams are.
Well, we're going to talk about that soon. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay.
We're actually getting there next because we got
Anyway.
Christian Cage and company out. Blames Luchasaurus for losing the match. Demands that Luchasaurus get down on a knee and tells him that he's going to rename him to Kill Switch. Names
coming from the Kill City Cup.
yeah, it names Nick Wayne the Prodigy Nick Wayne, and this prompts Nick Wayne's very attractive mother to come running out. Gets in the ring, goes back and forth with Christian. Christian is so great, white hot on the mic here. Luchasaurus gets in the way to try to stand up and protect her. Christian shoves Luchasaurus, who goes into Nick Wayne's mom and knocks her out cold. This ends up prompting Adam Copeland to come in with the save. And
is it really with the save though?
Well,
Yeah.
he came in kind of with the save, but then he did a concerto to Nick Wayne
In
to
front
the
of his
horror,
mom.
to the horror
Well,
of Nick Wayne's mom. Wild promo here, guys. Like a lot of personal heat here. Interesting stuff. Canada Dry, what'd you think of this?
I love where they're going with this, because it seemed like the Luchasaurus switch on Christian Cage, it seemed like it was being evaporated, and now they're bringing it back. So we're gonna see where that goes. I love the I'm renaming you. You're my lesser child kind of thing, like the kill switch. Yeah, the getting him to do the concerto on Nick Wayne's mom. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that obviously they had Adam Copeland run in to stop him, because you can't have Luchasaurus doing that, because he's got to turn face again. So I love this storyline.
All right, Dollywood, what are your thoughts?
I am also here for it. I think that me and everyone else watching wanted so much for Luchasaurus to hit Christian Cage with a chair when he was supposed to hit Nick Wayne's mama, Nick Wayne's MILF, by the way, with as much as I'm like, hey, respect women in wrestling. Like, she's gorgeous. Like, I'm here for it too. I really wanted him to hit Christian Cage with a chair, but this was almost just as good. I'm not going to say it was, because Edge is aging like milk in his face, at least. There's this wild thing called Botox that he should probably look into. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, because he's
Everyone gets old. Everyone gets old.
They do. Okay, but like if you look at Christian Cage and you look at not Edge, that's not what I'm supposed to call him, Adam. If you look at Christian versus Adam, they ain't Asian the same way.
He just needs to get that wrinkle cream above his
Yeah,
eyes. He's got the bags.
Okay, I could hold my dips for a party in his face holes, and I don't.
He's aging like Shawn freaking Michaels out there.
Okay, he's not cross-eyed like Shawn Michaels.
He doesn't have that lazy eye. Right.
Okay, that's going to be the cover on the YouTube, and I'm already pissed off about it.
Ethan Golden Graham, what'd you think of this?
I love this. Like this, as usual, Christian come out killing it. I love the name Kill Switch just because it's his old finisher, so it makes sense. You're my finisher. You're now Kill Switch. I love the dichotomy of treating basically Luchasaurus like the redheaded stepchild to the golden child that is Nick Wayne. But I can't I sat there in disbelief when I sat there and watched Edge, our knight in shining armor, just murder Nick Wayne in front of his mom without a care.
Yeah, the concerto, just like that was a bit much.
That was such a tweener thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna run the FTW advertising. I don't know if you guys know, but the NWA is making FTW wrestling a territory.
That's
Billy
good for him.
Corgan was down there, and yeah, it'll be the Florida territory for NWA. So without further ado, if you want to become a wrestler to join FTW Wrestling Academy, check it out.
Determination, perseverance. These are the qualities that make a champion. Do you have what it takes to be the next wrestling superstar? Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy, we can help you become the champion you were meant to be. Our world travel trainers, Brian Idol and Natalia Markova, are well-known industry professionals with years of experience in the world of wrestling. From the basics to advanced techniques, they are dedicated to help give you the tools that you need to succeed in the ring. Our training program is tailored to challenge you, push you to your limits, and help you discover your full potential. Come join our diverse group of talent. Join us at Fight the World Wrestling's World Wrestling Academy and make your dream a reality. Visit our website or contact us to learn more and start your journey to the top today.
7 of those people are on my Facebook friends. That whole thing. So if you want to join and become a wrestler, who better than Brian Idol and Natalia Markova to teach you how to become a professional wrestler there in Largo, Florida.
All right. And moving on here, we've got Renee again. Renee
Remarkable Renee.
Remarkable Renee is backstage with the JAS rejects again. Anna Jay
Call themselves the rejects.
Anna Jay is pissed off at them because they've been sucking lately, and she wants to win her match, and that's basically all there was to this. We saw that Ruby Soho was on cool hand Ange's phone to set up what was going on later. But we'll come back to that. We got match number 3, Roosh versus Switchblade Jay White. My notes on this. This was a good match. Wasn't my favorite match of all time, but I thought it was a very solid match. Jay White ends up hitting a low blow when the referee didn't see, and hitting his finisher for the win.
That's
Golden Graham. I'll start with you.
I mean, the match was fine. It was the worst Blade Runner I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's like Roosh forgot to sell it.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, it's the first match, and they were made very well to point this out in each of these matches. Like, this is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. This isn't a one and done. You have 5 matches, so you're gonna have to pace yourself. And they put over a bunch of Jay White, who's a veteran of the G1, knows what it's going to take to win this. So, like, it just, you do the bare minimum, you do what you got to do to win. And he's a heel, guys. He's going to cheat. That's what he does.
Absolutely. Dollywood, baby. What'd you think?
I mean, I think that you said it best, Golden Graham. You got to do the bare minimum, and boy, did Roosh do the bare minimum. It's just kind of on brand for him. Like, I don't know, like, nothing impresses me about him, from his gear to his actual in-ring ability. Like, I just, his hair.
You don't like Roosh.
No, his hair's gross. He's gross. I don't.
Dallas has a big crush on him, so you're like,
Oh my God, Dallas, stop! There are actual attractive men out there that you can have an actual crush on. Like greasy grandpas.
Since Dollywood brought this up, can I ask you guys a question? Because it sort of popped in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, all the LFI guys in Andrade, do you see a noticeable difference in when they lose matches and when they win matches? It feels like when they lose, they don't put in as much effort.
I gotta see him win a match in order to answer your question, Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what my biggest question is? Why is Preston Vance carrying the Mexican flag when he is from America?
I know.
Why is he in this group? Like,
Preston Vance in LFI makes no sense.
What is you doing, baby? Like,
no.
He's going to start getting that spray tan on. He'll be good. Don't worry.
Listen, if he and Adam Cole could both get one, maybe then they can be a great team. But
What if he just came out every week and was progressively a shade more brown?
as somebody who also does gradual tanning, I'm not mad at it. But
I like what Canada Dry said, just slowly but surely just morph him into some new Mexican wrestler.
Yes.
that's
Can't F and dry.
When did I say this?
Oh, you said this back when they first started saying those vignettes when they were showing them getting beat up in Mexico.
When they were pretending they were the drug cartel.
Yeah, I kind of remember saying this, but
because it was the whole thing of
like,
Vance just doesn't fit, and you're like, you know what? I'd be perfectly fine if they just sort of phased them out and brought in some other Mexican wrestler.
Oh yes, that's right. And I was like,
Where's Fuego?
with a new actor and call him the same guy.
I mean, they have a perfectly good Andrade. That's right there. That would be so much better than Vance.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't want to look like Andrade because that's too obvious. Some other guy that we don't know.
Bring Fuego back. He was so sweet. Like,
Fuego,
he was just a baby. Stop. He was learning.
Canada Dry, what'd you think of this?
Yeah, I would have liked to see more out of these two. It felt very like they could have brought more to the table. And I guess I'm just comparing it to the Swerve match because it so wasn't on that level.
Yeah.
Like, Roosh is great. Jay White is great, but they didn't bring the intensity. It was a good match, but it just wasn't on the level of Swerve and Jay Lethal.
Agreed. Absolutely agree.
We are all running on low energy here.
The next thing that we see here is we've got footage of Jericho being assaulted by Big Bill and Ricky Starks.
Big Bill.
I did not know that this happened. Apparently, this was something that happened at the presser. Jericho interrupted them at the presser, and then they attacked Jericho in the hallway and beat him down pretty good. Anybody have any thoughts on that before we move on?
I want to hear Dollywood say Big Bale.
Big Bill, baby.
Big Bill.
Big Bale.
You want to know what my thoughts on this? This month of December and this tag title match is going to drag.
I want to know why Big Bill's wearing like old man glasses. Those were
I didn't even notice.
Okay,
They were like
I was
big-
a fan of them. I'm a fan of them.
They're like giant bifocals, man.
Now,
Yeah,
Dollywood, do you know why Big Bill is funny to me? Like, have you heard my Big Bill story?
No, you tell me right now.
Okay. So my dad's named Bill, right?
Oh, God.
And where I grew up being a wrestling fan, and he's he's the typical Southern blue collar dad that's like trying to give his son shit about stuff he likes, you know? So he goes, "Psh, those guys ain't tough. You put Big Bill in there, I'd kick all their asses." So when a wrestler actually came out named Big Bill, like it just tickles my funny bone that there's a wrestler named Big Bill now.
That's amazing. I love that Southern dads always go by Big, whatever their first name is.
Yeah.
Because my dad was also Big Al. And basically, Daddy would say that he was the sexiest man alive over 350 pounds.
Now, does it matter how tall they are to be big?
No, because you can be big in other ways.
Yeah,
No,
my dad
no.
was 6'2". Like my dad was big in
Okay,
every
he
way
was big.
possible.
Bro, my dad is 5'8" and I'm 6'1".
Your
like-
dad then?
Yeah, he's 5'8". I've somehow ended up being 6'1", but I didn't get my height from him apparently.
Yeah,
but
the milkman was 6'4".
he's definitely Big Bill. He's definitely Big Bill though. He might be small in height, but he's got some muscle on him, and he probably would have beat my ass back in the day.
Well, I love that story, and I love your Big Bill and the regular Big Bill.
Well, thank you for that. It touches my heart that there's a Big Bill that I can refer to every week. So if you hear me
I
joke
love
about,
every time I hear Big Bill because I think of this story too.
yeah. So we had to share that story with you. But
Thank you so much.
moving on, we've got RJ City and Renee once again. She is earning her money tonight, ladies and gentlemen. She introduces Tony Storm to give an acceptance speech for the AEW Women's Championship. She comes out of the audience like she's sitting at the Oscars. Luther opens the gate for her. She trips on the ramp
On
going
purpose.
up. Yeah, and I don't think that was on purpose. I think that was a shoot
Well, I think
trip.
she can get it over with this character then.
Yeah, I mean, she got up and kind of covered it up by yelling at Luther, but I don't think that spot was planned. I really don't. She came up, gave her acceptance speech. Mariah May brought out her title belt, handed it to her. She thanked some people, told all the little kids out there, the little Tony Storms, that they would never be her and to stay in school. And go ahead and cue the applause and wandered
Standing
off.
ovation.
Yeah. Canada F and Dry, what'd you think of the timeless Tony Storm acceptance
I'm so over
speech?
time with Tony Storm gimmick. I think
You can go to hell.
I'm getting so bored with this bullshit. I loved it at Full Gear because it was funny, but this segment wasn't good. This segment just dragged on, and
The
I'm tired of
segment
seeing
was
black and white. I
because-
want to see freaking color.
Mr.
Your
Isaacs,
girlfriend
we have a
ruined
new
it.
sound we need to put to your soundboard.
Which
Fickle.
one?
We need to call fickle on your soundboard.
I just got to throw in Gorilla Monsoon because that's the only thing I have loaded up right now. That's like a come on, stop.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just grumpy because it's late. I don't know, but I didn't enjoy the segment at all.
All
We
right.
need some of that woo energy.
Yeah.
Woo energy.
Mushroom
Oh, yeah,
energy in it.
the Woo energy cans were everywhere. And
Hey,
it was on the screen every time somebody came out. There were cans all in front of the announce
Yeah,
table.
Is that Ric Flair sitting in the back just drinking it?
What it probably saw one of the crew members like have a seizure from drinking it or something. Yeah, Woo energy was everywhere. But Golden Graham, what'd you think of the timeless Tony Storm segment?
I love the fact that she got played off in the middle of her speech like they do at real award ceremonies. She's like, no, I'm not done. But yeah, like, I mean, it's a continuation. I love her character work. Like, there's no one else doing anything. Yeah, okay, Canada Dry. What would you rather it be? Freaking her go back to her old self again? I mean,
I don't know, but this segment sucked.
Well, what if Kane came out like he did with Mr. T in the Hall of Fame and got her and pulled her off stage? Remember that? Remember Mr. T's Hall of Fame speech?
You know what they need? They need a gorilla now to just kind of grab her and drag her up the side of a building.
That kind of gorilla?
Yeah.
Hey, look, we have Timeless Tony Storm backstage.
Darling, I hear you guys talking about me, and I feel like this segment without me is going to go tits up. So,
No. I was just saying how much I loved your segment tonight, Timeless Trace.
Of course,
No.
Of course, everyone loves my segment. It
was wonderful.
Highest rated. Luther made me trip. You guys saw that.
Yes,
I'm going to give him a serious tongue lashing and finger shaking. And I don't know how but Mariah is a beaut. I love her. I love you guys for having me on. You guys get the first official interview.
Thank you so much for coming on. Like I wasn't aware you were coming.
I know. I tend to just show up. And
what do you have to say to Hikaru Shida? Do you have any thoughts on your opponent?
Well, this is so surprising to me. I haven't prepared anything, but to Hikaru Shida.
Is that a Scantron?
It's a roll and read because I don't because Hikaru Shida is not important enough for me to address. I beat her, I told you from the get, watch for the shoe. You should always watch for the shoe. And she didn't.
What was it that you stuck in your tights there? What was that exactly?
Talent.
Oh.
But
I think Luther had a little too much fun loading that.
Luther has many perks to his job. The best of them all is that he doesn't have to look like that grotesque doctor anymore.
Yes.
Hello, Dolly. It's been a long time.
Oh God, she acknowledged me.
Someone
now Timeless
appealing.
Canada Dry here was just taking a shit all over your segment and said that you didn't do a very good job.
No. That wasn't me. That was Joseph Graham there.
No, sir. Not Canada Dry. He would never. He is.
No, I'm a big fan.
He is chin up, tits up, just like all my other fans.
Yep. But Joseph Graham, that was him.
Oh, Joseph, the guy now who has the third best hair on the show.
Look, if you're going to believe him, then you ain't got the best hair. You crazy.
Oh, he's talking shit on you now. Look at this.
It's. Look, I will deal with you.
I have defended you. And
Miss
you just
Storm,
want to take
I'll address
Canada
that.
Dry side, so.
Dollywood, please handle my lightweight.
I have you, ma'am.
Thank you. I only want to pop in because I heard my name, and of course, as you guys know, I am so timeless that I hear my name wherever it is, and I just appear. So
too bad we couldn't get you in black and white.
I know. These technologies are not timeless.
No. See, StreamYard needs to add monochrome. They need to add that. Like I could do that in OBS when I stream on Twitch, but I can't do it here.
And we could do it on the filters that you could do after post. If the three-letter man was here. Yes. Where is the three-letter man? I like the three-letter man.
Celebrating Thanksgiving with his family.
He doesn't have hair. Yeah. Not like Joseph Graham.
Now, would you like to stay around for the match, or are you heading out?
I'm going to head out. I just wanted to stop by, grace you all with my presence. Just remember, everyone, have a great day. Chin up, tits up, and have a great one.
My tits
right. Also, that bitch, Sky Blue, ever interrupts me again, I'm going to hurt her in a way that is unbecoming of a movie star. Mm-hmm. Remember that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. The laugh at the end.
Oh my God. I still think about the time that he was that he like
Dollywood?
put fake breast in to like emulate Sky Blue walking on camera.
Or he was being Dollywood when she wasn't able to make it on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny too. Yeah, he's Dre J's had some funny creative moments
Amazing.
on Dynamite After Dark.
So which match are we at now?
We are at match number 4, the aforementioned Sky Blue versus Anna Jay versus Ruby Soho. I miss
so I
her
have a
using
question
that
for
song.
everyone.
Mhm.
Has Anna Jay been passed on the depth charts by Julia Hart and Sky Blue?
Yes.
Dollywood, what do you think?
I have seen better wrestling in an inflatable pool full of jello.
So you don't like Anna Jay's wrestling?
I think my grandmama could get out there and wrestle better than Anna Jay. There's nothing impressive about her. Like, no, nothing.
She's
Like,
pretty.
Okay. She's not really very good at, like, she just yells at her little goons. Like, she's not great on the mic. Like, she's not great in the ring. Like, I don't know what other people saw in her. I think that it's great that she's from Brunswick, Georgia. Because thanks for Brunswick, Steve. And I don't know if anybody here other than me and Mr. Isaac have ever had that before, but it's delicious. The best thing to come out of her town is not her. I don't care for her, like nothing about her, and I want to, like, I want to support every woman, but it's hard.
Not Anna Jay?
It's hard when it's her because it's like she doesn't even try anymore.
Like, do you feel like she's dropped off a bit and what she's doing? Because was she there and then she lost it, or what?
She was this far up and now she's here. Like she wasn't even, like, it wasn't even enough to notice unless you watch every single week and, like, you know, are in a prediction group and, like, are really fucking into this, like we are. If you're just a casual fan, no, she's not going to impress you. She's not going to do anything.
Well, was she the worst person in this match tonight?
Without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. Like, and that's including Daddy Magic and his nipples.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would agree that Anna Jay is below Sky Blue and Julia Hart in both the depth chart and in talent. Like, I don't think she's anywhere near as good. I really don't. If you gave me the choice, I would pick Sky Blue or Julia Hart over her because I think they're both better than she is.
Well, which one would you take on a date?
Yes.
Between the three of them?
That's not the point. That's not. No. No, like, I'm not allowed to be like, hey, which one do you think has the biggest wiener? So we're not going to say, like.
I mean, if you really want to ask that, you can. I mean,
it is a conversation that I had during this Swerve versus Jay Lethal. But we're not, like, we're better than that. Like, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. This is a wrestling podcast. This is not a rate women podcast.
All right. Well, Sky Blue versus Anna Jay versus Ruby Soho. A mediocre match. Wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination. Sky Blue comes up with the victory here. Golden Graham, what are your thoughts? I saw you getting ready to jump in there. What are your thoughts on the match?
This match is the prime reason why there should be more than one women's match on this show, because this match wasn't about the match. It's about Ruby Soho and Cool Hand Ange, and it took away from the match significantly.
Yeah,
especially considering what we've had these last couple of weeks, where you've been building up Sky Blue, Julia Hart, Chris Statlander. This did nothing. It's like they fell off a cliff when it came to the women's division.
So this match is proof why a lot of times in the other, in WWE, why they, like, when they need to cut time, they cut the women's match. This is why, because of matches like this. It wasn't anything.
Can't F and draw.
Well, I did like the story. I did like that moment when she landed in Cool Hand Ange's arms, and I thought that was just like this big smile on her face. I was like, that's kind of nice. And but you're right. The match did.
if that had been a match between Ruby and Anna Jay, and then Sky Blue had a different match, that would have been perfectly fine. In my opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. It wasn't. They're right. There was a moment where Anna Jay got pushed off to the rails, and she looked really bad doing it. Like she's like, but it didn't look good. But yeah, Anna Jay. I don't know. Like maybe she got a little less out there when she started dating Jungle Boy. I don't know. Maybe she stopped pushing. Who knows?
I feel like this is a match that we would have seen on Dark back when it was.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's a very fair statement. Yeah.
Yeah, this was not a
network. If the network isn't letting you show 2 women's matches a night, like it's tough.
The problem, like this is not having house shows hurts AEW.
Yeah,
because if you had house shows, you could put them out there every night and let them go do their thing and get better.
Yeah, it's funny because they were talking about doing house shows and then it just stopped.
Well, they did, and then they introduced Collision, and that took up the Saturday night slot, so they quit doing it then. But yeah, I think a lot of these talents, they do need more seasoning. Absolutely, they do, and theoretically, that's what Ring of Honor should be there for.
Yeah,
but it doesn't seem like Tony's using it as a developmental. He's just kind of using it as a side project. So I don't know. But yeah, kind of an unremarkable match in my opinion. Sky Blue comes up with the victory. It would have been a crime if any of the other 2 won, to be quite frank.
And Ruby Soho is falling down the depth chart too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been falling down after she had lost like 4 title matches in a row.
Yeah. Like,
she's really just not. She's just not that good. I mean, she's a veteran. You would think her matches would be a lot better, but they're just not. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's happened to her.
Like came in, like when she came in, there was the big hoopla about her, and then it just like people realized what she was, and then
yeah,
she's gonna be with her brother soon. Just
look, since she's been in AEW, she's lost 4 or 5 title matches. She's lost the cup. She's twice been the runner up in the cup.
The Owen Hart
Women's Cup. Like you can only like she's the living embodiment of always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
She's the Buffalo Bills of the women's division.
Yes.
Screw the Bills. Dolphins forever. All right. So we saw Renee backstage again. How many appearances is that for Renee at this point? It's quite
not
a few.
Enough. Because I love Renee.
She's backstage with Wardlow, who's just back there lifting weights and shit with 10 minutes left in the show.
Not even lifting weights.
What was that?
It was like a piece of a guardrail that he was freaking curling.
Yeah, something.
That's
like
awesome.
But she starts talking to him. He mumbles something about he wants MJF, and then AR Fox wanders in out of nowhere
because he has a death wish.
Yeah,
I forgot about him.
AR Fox comes in out of nowhere. Says, I know what you do with MJF. I did the same thing with Darby, and then Wardlow just headbutts him into oblivion.
He's just fodder for Wardlow.
Yeah. So not really much to this.
Has AR Fox came down the depth charts too?
Well, clearly.
You gotta be on them to go down them.
To be fair, AR Fox did it to himself. So
yeah. Well, he was going to be part of the All-In show, and then he screwed it.
Yeah, but he just felt it wasn't. Let's not tell your boss you can't travel internationally 2 weeks before the show.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from that one.
Yeah.
What a brilliant move. That brings us to the main event. Match number 5. We've got Mark Briscoe with his redneck kung fu versus John Moxley. Now, well, I'll start with you guys to see what you think about this match. Dollywood, what'd you think of this match?
Okay, I guess I just didn't realize that Mark Briscoe is apparently from Connecticut, one of the most like the wealthiest states.
They're from Delaware.
No, they're from Delaware.
Yeah,
Sussex, Delaware.
He specifically said tonight that he was from Connecticut, and maybe that's why I didn't realize.
They lied.
because like I made like a big like Andy from The Office joke.
Well, maybe
like,
he was born in Connecticut and raised in.
well, Ruby Soho is also billed from West Lafayette, Indiana, and she ain't bit more from there than I am. But anyway, they said Connecticut tonight, which made me laugh so hard because he's got 4 teeth in his fucking head. Like, why are you saying it from Connecticut? You have to have like an 800 credit score to live in Connecticut, and they don't. Anyway,
Yeah, they've got a chicken farm in Delaware. That was like a famous
Hey.
thing when they were in Ring of Honor. They actually had a match there and everything.
Sandy Fork, Delaware.
I mean, that's awesome, but for whatever reason, like y'all go back, like for whatever reason,
I don't know.
tonight,
Maybe he was born there in Connecticut. Never know.
I don't know.
Maybe he lives there now. I don't know.
I
Maybe he
have
moved
no
there.
idea.
Tonight
Tonight they specifically said Connecticut because I made 1,000 jokes about it. And I think that my jokes are probably the best part of this match too. Like, I love Mox, I love Briscoe, like, but it was just rushed, like, and it had to be. Like, it's not their fault that it had to be rushed.
Yeah.
With Moxley coming out doing his Tony Storm-esque intro every time. He has to make a big deal. He has to walk through the crowd. He has to do this. He has to do that. Like, they're not going to cut that short because that's what people come for. It was just rushed. Like, it wasn't great. Like, it was nobody's best performance. It was just a fine match. And maybe I was like, okay, well, we're running late. Like, this is overtime, and I need to go upstairs and put something on my face. So that probably was part of it too. It was just okay for me. Nothing right on that.
What do you think?
Yeah, this match, I can't remember anything from it. I'm going to tell you that. I don't remember anything from it. It was forgettable. Probably the most forgettable main event in AEW history.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of forgettable stuff in that no fans era. So
yeah,
true.
No, but I'm meaning like recent time.
Hey! Brandy Rose was great. You said
Remember Little Brandy?
Remember Matt Hardy teleporting
Oh, and then them walking it back.
to Bailey's place? Golden Graham, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was a fine match. Like I said, luckily this is a round robin, so we'll get to see Mox. We'll get to see Mark Briscoe. I think the greatest thing is my wife has never really watched a Mark Briscoe match. So, like, he's out there doing his redneck kung fu, and she's laughing, like, what is this? I'm like, well, it's redneck kung fu. I mean, that's what Mark Briscoe is, and I love him for it. So,
all right,
Yeah.
before we do our bells and give our flowers, so if you guys want to win some merch, some signed merch from the Kill City Cup, there's a link I'm going to put in the description. And you can enter to win some signed merch from the Kill City Cup. And we're just going to play a little promo. Enough of me talking about it.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup. I got the world by the ball.
Got the world by the balls, baby.
Perhaps with the advantage, no.
What was that?
sorry. I was trying to find where they say he was from Connecticut. Anyway.
Okay.
She's like, damn it, I got to prove it to these idiots. They don't believe me.
No. Okay. Nobody ever called any of the people on the screen an idiot. But
notice how she said this room, and it's only her in that room.
All right. Let's do our bells, our match of the night, our segment of the night.
All right. Who wants to go first here?
Ladies first, maybe.
Dollywood.
Okay. 3 bells. Not our best, not our worst. It's a little disappointing post pay-per-view. Like I was expecting more. The best segment of the night. I don't want to say it for the whole world to see and for it to be on camera that I'm giving MJF any sort of credit for anything. But he and Adam Cole, baby, and Samoa Joe, and that glimpse of the devil was for sure the best segment of the evening.
And what's your match of the night?
There wasn't one. Like there was nothing. Like
come on, Swerve.
You didn't have a favorite match out of any of them?
Yeah, the Swerve match was the best one.
Yeah, it was.
Swerve Strickland versus Jay Lethal was the best match of the night.
Do you not like those guys? Like, what's the deal?
They're fine, but like Mox was on the card. Like,
yeah, he's better than Mox.
Okay, well, you're a Mox hater, but like Moxie was on the card, Orange Cassidy was on the card. Orange Cassidy does no wrong in my eyes, but
so your favorites didn't step up tonight, is what you're saying,
right? Yeah, maybe that. Like, maybe I'm just salty because of that, because they didn't step up.
Golden Graham.
Okay, so obviously, match of the night is Swerve and Lethal. My segment of the night is Christian. I enjoyed it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm giving this 3.5.
Okay. Canada Dry. I'll let you go before I go.
We're going to go with Swerve and Jay Lethal. We're going to go with Christian Cage promos. Always top notch. That segment. That pretty much saved the freaking show. Oh my goodness. I love Christian Cage so much. And I'm going to give this show 3.57.
All right. For me, that the match of the night's obviously Swerve and Jay Lethal. I mean, there was nothing even close to that. Segment of the night, I'm also going to go with Christian Cage and the Waynes and Adam Copeland. Those two things were the only two things on this show I really, really exceptionally liked. Everything else was just okay. I'm going to give this 2.75 bells.
Oh, this has got to be your lowest score you've given.
There's the Mr. Isaacs we all know and love.
Is this the worst you've given so far?
I've given a 2 before.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah. Only once, but yeah.
And that's why I went to 3.57 because I knew you were going to go low. And I had to
try to skewer it.
What a weird number to give. So, Golden Graham, so that you didn't have to pull the heavyweight, I went ahead and calculated.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Nice. We have a different calculator tonight.
Yes, because I got my boy Joe's back. So, tonight we have a total of 3.205 stars out of 5.
All right. Damn. Okay, well, that does it for us, Canada Dry. Do you want to do the closing festivities here?
Yes. Okay. So if you want to support us, there's lots of ways you can do it. You can send us a lump sum of money to BigShinyMatrix@hotmail.com. That's our PayPal. If you want to join the tier system on YouTube, there's different ways you can do that. You can send a tip through your comment. And that'll come to us too eventually. I don't know how, because I've got like a couple tips and YouTube ain't sending me any money yet, but we'll see. And if you want to support us by buying a t-shirt, you can head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees. We have a number of shirts. Of course, we have the beautiful Natalia Markova wearing the All Effin' Wrestling Show shirt. And if you like old school wrestling, and I know you do, you can support us at ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis. He was featured on a Dark Side of the Ring episode recently, and we're going to work on a couple new shirts for him. Got to get that Flower Shop shirt out there because I love the Flower Shop. I grew up on the Flower Shop. I loved it so much. And because we have Dollywood here, she's going to give us the Just Keep Fighting speech right at the end here. So on behalf of myself, Canada Dry, on behalf of Mr. Isaacs and Golden Graham and Dollywood, baby, give us the speech.
All right. Well, this week is, if you are an American, this week is Thanksgiving week. And if you're not an American, you should find something to be thankful for every week anyway. I know that I'm so thankful for my sweet family, for my wonderful friends, especially the three that I have right here on my screen with me. These three guys are amazing. They are awesome. And there are a lot of really wonderful people in this group that are not on the screen right now. I feel such a feeling of community in this group with AFW. This has brought me closer to people that I would have never met otherwise. And I, for one, am so thankful for that. So I hope that you all remember that you are so important to all of us and so many more people in this world. And I pray that you just keep fighting.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.
Hello and welcome to Pudding Weekly. I was just curious, effing expert, what is your favorite kind of pudding?
I'm not a huge pudding guy, but I would have to go with chocolate.
Chocolate pudding, what a wonderful choice. Golden Graham, your favorite kind of pudding?
Butterscotch.
Dollywood, what is your favorite?
Banana.
Banana!